If you want to build muscle in a short amount of time, this is the workout that's going to help you do that. Today we are focused on a traditional style upper body strength workout. In the upper body, we are going to be hitting all of the major muscle groups: the chest, the back, the shoulders, the biceps, and the triceps. It's minimal equipment for this workout today as well. You'll only need your dumbbells. The goal is to lift heavy. If you have heavy dumbbells and you're going to be using those, we're going to lift at a slower tempo. If you have just moderately heavy dumbbells, you're going to lift at a slightly quicker tempo. I'm going to be using my heavy dumbbells, so I'll be at that slower tempo. Use what you have to make this workout work for you. And optional, I have my exercise bench out here. That is going to be for bent over row and chest press. I'll use that, but if you don't have that, you'll be on the mat for chest press and just using your legs for support for those bent over rows. I also have my wrist weights. I don't think I can do an upper body workout without my wrist weights. I just love the extra burn. So if you have those and you want to use them, we'll put those on after our warm up. And I think it's time. I think it's time for the warm up. So let's go ahead and we're going to start with one arm across and just hold it for a second and then switch sides up to the other side. I love workouts like this when we have our traditional focused workouts. This upper body focus today is going to be so good. And it's one of those, if you are struggling to kind of build that muscle and the definition that you're looking for, these are the type of workouts you need to be adding in, because it's going to be that stepping stone to take you to that next level and really build more muscle in, so that when you do your other types of workouts, when we've got our functional, when we've got our hypertrophy, supersets, different things like that, it's going to help you kind of increase those workouts as well. So overall, this is an amazing workout today, and it is going to pay off. And only 25 minutes? I mean, come on, I love it. Last one here, then we're gonna do our reach and pull. So arms up nice and tall and then pull down. So from here, we're squeezing those shoulder blades around your spine, bringing those elbows back and down, thinking about bringing them together, tightening up through the arms so you're feeling your biceps start to warm up as well as you squeeze. We're gonna grab dumbbells next. Light to moderate for this warm-up set. Again, not too heavy because we are just getting warm, but we wanna make sure that those muscles are ready to lift heavy when we get going. So we're gonna hit the shoulders, the back, and we're gonna do push-ups in this round. So warming up through that entire upper body. Last one, now grabbing your dumbbells. I'm gonna use 15 pounds just to get warm here. We're starting with shoulder press. Then we'll go into that bent over row and finally down for push-ups. So here we go, shoulder press, all the way up and down. Tap the shoulders down. This is also a really good opportunity to work on that form. So making sure we've got soft knees, hips tucked under. And our breathing, of course, exhale with the press. Last one, and then we'll hinge it over for bent over row. Good, hinge it over. Back flat. Think about that good posture before you bend. Stick that chest out and then squeeze. Wrap those shoulder blades around. All the way down, let those arms hang, then squeeze, wrap the shoulder blades around. Spine nice and long. There's 3. We're gonna do a total of 7. Here's 5. 2 more. And then we're gonna bring it down for push-ups. That's 6. And last one, pull it up, squeeze. Good, now we're gonna bring it down to the mat. And if you're doing push-ups and you find that they bother your wrists, if you have those flat bottom dumbbells, that is a good way to keep your wrists straight and prevent extra strain. So if you wanna use your dumbbells for push-ups, you can. If not, hands on the mat. And here we go. Try to keep them on your toes and then do as many as you can on your toes, and then move it to your knees when you need. Body long and strong, squeezing the legs and glutes all the way down. Press, exhale all the way up. 3 more, here's 3. 2. And last one. All the way down, press all the way up. Oh, it is time. We are getting into it. We're gonna get this workout started. If you wanna start your watch, I would use the traditional strength training option on my watch today. And if you wanna use your wrist weights, grab those and have those ready. Again, if you've got your exercise bench, we'll use that in our second set. I did not even tell you what the structure was today, so that was cool. Let me tell you structure really quick. We're mixing it all up today. Today we have 6 total exercises. We're gonna repeat those exercises 3 times through, working for 50 seconds, resting in between the sets for 20. Once we hit those 3 sets, we'll rest for 45 seconds before moving on to the next exercise. So again, it's that traditional style. Now that we have that figured out. We're gonna go ahead and get this workout started. So grab your dumbbells for our first exercise. Remember, lifting heavy with a slow tempo or moderate weight with a moderate tempo. We're starting with shoulder press. All right, we're getting into it. First set, soft knees, hips tucked. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Now the heavier the weight, again, the slower you're gonna need to move to make sure you're maintaining control of your dumbbells. Then getting that full range of motion, tap the shoulders at the bottom with the dumbbells, then press all the way up, extend, wrists are straight, back down. Keeping those shoulders relaxed and down away from your ears so you're not shrugging your shoulders. That'll put a lot of extra strain into your neck. Almost there. Then we'll get 20 seconds to rest. You can adjust your weight if you need. Should be hitting failure right about now. Not gonna be able to get many more reps in before that break. Okay, last 3, 2, 1. Whew. All right, rest it out, 20 seconds. Now shorter rest in between because we are, again, it's a shorter workout, so shorter rest here, but then we'll get a little bit of a longer break in between our set rounds. Second set, here it comes, grabbing those weights, popping them up on the shoulders in 3, 2, and 1. Make sure as those shoulders start to get tired, you don't lose the form through your lower body. You're keeping those hips tucked under. Core is engaged. Tap the shoulders, then press all the way back up. Oh my word, this is getting so heavy. Well over halfway. Almost there. Last 3, 2, and 1. Oh, rest it out, 20 seconds again. Last set here for shoulder press. And then we're moving on to back. So shoulders are gonna get a good break after this. Over halfway through that break, grab your dumbbells, getting ready to go again. In 3, 2, and 1. Now this is so challenging. This is really one of those mind over matters. So when we are working with this heavier weight, we've got to stay completely focused in what we're doing. As soon as our mind starts to wander into something else, it's so easy to lose that push. And then you're mid-set and you're like, oh shoot, now what? So keep focused here. And again, this is good training for not only our body, but our mind, especially in all the other workouts that we do, the other styles of workouts. Oh man. Oh, almost there. Remember, failure is a good thing. That is where we get strong. Last 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right, if you got your bench, pull it on out. Remember, in between sets, we get 45 seconds to rest. So here we are, 45 seconds to rest, yay. And we're gonna go into a bent over row, single arm row. So keeping that weight heavy, we've got about 20 seconds left. Now when you're doing your bench over row, if you do not have your bench, you can use that other, you can take one leg forward, kind of more of a staggered staggered stance, I'm sorry. Chest parallel to the floor, and you're gonna wrap that shoulder blade around your spine. So if you have your bench, you're gonna get a little bit more support. You can be bent over with legs together as well, whichever is comfortable and allows you to lift the heaviest. So grab your dumbbell, 50 seconds in 3, here's 2, and 1. Row it up, take your time, squeeze, hold it up. Control it down all the way down. Pull, squeeze, wrap that shoulder blade around. And we're gonna do all 3 sets on the same side. Little extra oomph by doing it that way as opposed to alternating the sides. Keeping that core engaged, shoulders square, hips square. And again, I'm just gonna show you without the bench. You can be feet together and rowing just like that, or you can take it out into that staggered stance. Hold it up here. Last 3, 2, 1. Whew. Okay, second set. At least the shoulders are getting a break, but I can still feel the shoulders just like all pumped up right now. Second set, grabbing your weight, going in about 3. Here's 2. Chest parallel to the floor, and let's go. Now, when you have the bench, you can also use a couch or your bed if that's at a good height for you, but it allows you to lift a little bit heavier because you are using the stability of that bench or that box as opposed to just your leg. So it allows you to focus more in on the back, but both great options to build up muscle. Get that arm up high, wrap that shoulder blade around, hold it for a second. Oh my. Last one, hold it up. 3, 2, 1. All right. Last and final set on this side. 10 seconds in we go. Heart rate is getting up right now. When we are lifting this heavier weight, it is challenging and it will get the heart rate up. So you might feel your heart even beating a little bit heavier than usual. Last set, here we go, 50 seconds. And it is on. Pull and squeeze, hold it. Make sure you're getting that full range of motion so that you are working all the way through those muscle fibers, not just partial. All the way down, squeeze, wrap all the way up. Take your time at the top. Keeping that chest parallel to the floor. Oh, mine is getting tough. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right, switching it over. Other side. All right, I'm just gonna pop on the other side of the bench. Same thing, same form. So as you're working on the other side, remember, keep that chest parallel to the floor. Core is engaged. Whew. Getting ready to go. This longer break, feeling good. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. All the way down. Let that arm hang and then squeeze. Wrap that shoulder blade around. Hold it up for a second at the top. And then control it back down. Spine is nice and long. Okay, I like that longer break in between our rounds. Oh, gave my heart rate just a little chance to calm down as it builds back up now. Squeeze it up. Last 3, 2, 1. Rest it out. 20 seconds. Bumping it back up. Bumping the intensity back up is what I mean. All right, second set. Grabbing that weight. Going in 3, in 2, and 1. Keep that arm nice and close to your body as you row up. So elbow stays in. Hold, squeeze, then control it down nice and slow. I love these heavy days. It really just gives you a run for your money, and I love it. Last 3, 2, 1. Nice job. It burns in a whole new way. You know, like when we have the supersets or we have finishers, you know, pulses, iso hold, it's the same but different. I don't know how, you know what I mean. If you were lifting heavy right now and you do the other workouts, you're like, I get what you're saying. It's just hard for me to describe. Oh, here we go, last set. Last time for back, let's go.
So your tears been running like a waterfall. Thought the stars would never let you down. And you keep on thinking you can save yourself. But that's love, that's just love. You should know some things will help.
Keep that belly button in towards your spine so you're really keeping that core engaged.
I just hope that that's just love.
Taking that time, hold it, squeeze it. Oh, oh my word. Remind yourself how strong you are when that gets tough. You got this. Last 3, 2, 1. Oh, nice job. All right. We are keeping it tough because we are going right from back into biceps. And I don't know if you could feel your biceps starting to work on those rows, but that's where we are now. So again, we get a nice break here to kind of let that heart rate come down. Let the breathing come down. We've got 25 more seconds here in this break, and then we're going to bicep curls. I don't know. I said I'm going heavy. I am probably going to adjust my weight throughout the set. Maybe I can make it through one set, but I am gonna try to go super heavy with this. And again, always maintaining form as we go heavy. In 3, 2, and 1, bicep curls. That is the biggest thing when you are picking your weight. If you find that your form is going wild on you and you are not able to maintain good form, that's when you know you've gone too heavy. So if you're trying to swing the weight to get it up, that would be a good indication. Now, if you are just floating on through and you're like, this is easy, then, you know, might want to get some heavier weights. And you start to make some different noises when you are lifting heavy. Last 3, 2, 1. Nice job. And another reason why I love to have a bench is because it is so much better to set your weights here than all the way down here. So it's the little things that make a difference. Second set, here we go, bicep curls. In 3, 2, and 1. The same thing with that lower body form. That has not changed throughout this workout. We've got hips tucked under, soft knees, core engaged. That all makes a difference on how we're lifting through the upper body. Because our lower body makes a difference to our posture, which doesn't seem like it would, but I will show, if we get a second, I'm gonna show you. And I've shown you this before in other workouts, so maybe you've seen it and you know exactly what I'm talking about. But as soon as you start to lose that form in your lower body, the upper body is going to be affected by that because it's all connected. So that's why I'm gonna remind you about form all the time because it is easy to lose it when we're getting tired. Last 3, 2, and 1. Okay, I'm gonna have to go down on this set, but let me show you. So if you start to lose your posture in this is knees are locked. We're arching through the back. That's why I say soft knees, hips tucked under. You see that difference? Last set of bicep curls. And here we go. One thing that will really help if you have the ability to do it is to just check your posture in the mirror. See how you're standing. And it's even better if you can get mirrors where you're training and watch your lifts. That will make all the difference because sometimes things feel differently And when we see them, we realize, oh, okay, maybe my posture isn't as I thought. Keeping those shoulders rolled down and back, elbows are in, nice and close. So when you're lifting, you don't want your arms to be coming up and away or too far up, because then we've lost that bicep. Down, I will squeeze. When I come up, I will squeeze right here just a little bit. Arms come up, but I'm contracting through the biceps, so I'm feeling that the entire time. Last 3, 2, and 1. I'm doing one more just for fun. Okay, amazing. Resting it out, longer break. And then we are moving on to chest press. This workout is flying by because I told you we have 6 exercises. This is the 5th exercise out of the 6. So next, chest press. If you've got your bench, we're gonna use that. If not, you're gonna be on the mat. With that form, as always, I want you to think about your armpit eggs. If you don't know what your armpit eggs are, those are imaginary eggs that you have under your underarms. And as you press up, you are trying to crack those eggs. If you do it now, you're gonna feel those chest muscles activate. So that's what we're going for with this next set. Hello, bringing it down. Whew. That's why we train balance too. Rolling it back, chest press in 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, keep those wrists straight. All the way down. Now, if you're on the mat, tap your arms on the ground. If you are on the bench, drop those arms nice and low. I like to take my arms all the way down past that bench, feel the stretch through my chest, and then come back up and press. Squeeze the armpit eggs, crack them at the top, get that full extension. Exhale with the press. Driving your shoulder blades into the mat or bench. You can have a little arch through your back. Take advantage of that arch, because I think it is very rare that I say that you can arch your back. Last one, here we go. Last 3, 2, 1. Nice. Okay, we're resting it out. And I am honestly just resting right here, because it'll be more work for me to try to haul these dumbbells up and down. So, second set is coming. Keeping the chest press, keeping the form. In 3, 2, and 1. Here we go, all the way down. Press, exhale. I love it when I feel my chest muscles, and I feel confident that after this one, chest muscles are gonna be speaking, and I am excited about it. I do love working chest. Now this is one where we're strengthening those muscles in the chest. And those are muscles that can be hard to see, but you can definitely feel them when you think about cracking that armpit egg. I mean, the chest is one of those muscles that, for me personally, is really hard to make that mind-muscle connection. So I cannot lose my focus. I have to think about that armpit egg squeeze and getting that full extension to really feel it. Last 3, 2, and 1. I just want to get that last set in. Okay, I'm gonna set them down for just a second. Final set here for chest press, and then final exercise after this. Bringing those dumbbells back up. Going in 3. Here's 2 and 1. All the way up, press. All the way down. And one thing, as we're lifting, you might notice, especially on our heavier lift days, that we really don't sweat that much. So I don't ever want you to think that your workout effort or what you're getting out of a workout or the effectiveness of a workout is coming from the amount that you are sweating. That is 100% not the case. We are working the body so good right now to build muscle. Even during the workout, you might not notice that you burn a lot of calories, but after, your body has to burn more calories to build that muscle. So please make sure that you are feeding your body properly with good quality protein. Last 3, 2, 1, because that is going to be huge. Our diet plays a huge role in how our body is able to build muscle. So just make sure you're consuming proper amount of calories and protein after this workout. Last exercise for the triceps. This is going to isolate those triceps. We are going to go into skull crushers. You can use 1 or 2 dumbbells. I'm gonna use 2, and I'm gonna use 15 pounds on this one. So again, bench or floor. We're just gonna be hinging at the elbow. Feeling that through the back of the arm as you press up towards the sky, squeeze the back of the arm. That's that mind muscle connection. Going in 3, here's 2, and 1. Now on the bench, I like to bring my arms down nice and low. If I'm on the mat, I will just tap the mat. But here on the bench, I like to bring those dumbbells right next to my head and then press back up. That allows me to really work deep through those muscle fibers, all through the back of the arm. And then we're pressing up, squeeze, exhale, tighten up through the back of the arm. And again, taking our time to get that full range. Oh. Wow, this is burning so good. Last 3, 2, 1. Okay, second set. Wow, that is the first time the dogs have moved today, I think, in this workout. 10 seconds. All right, we're going again. Getting ready for it. Roll it back. And here we go. Everything is totally just worn right now. So if these feel extra challenging, that is just because between the chest, the back, the shoulders, the biceps, and now the triceps, everything is screaming. Screaming in the best way, like cheering you on. It's like, thank you for building muscle. If our muscles could talk, that's what they would say. Actually, I want to know in the comments, if your muscles could talk, what are they saying right now? Mine are, yay, you're building muscle. In that voice. Last 3, 2, 1. Oh. But you can write it down after we're done with our workout. I know I'm at an awkward angle right now for this chat, but that's okay. We're on our last set. Here we go, bring it down. 8 seconds out. Whew. Here we go, 3, 2, and 1. Just hinging at those elbows all the way down. Press it all the way up. Exhale as you press. Ooh, still driving those shoulder blades in. Almost there. And then I'm gonna give you the finisher right now. The finisher today is our abs finisher. I love upper body and abs, and this one is gonna be such a good combo. Last one, last 3, 2, 1. Okay, that last one was questionable, but we made it, we did it. We got the abs finisher to go along today. Thank you for joining me for this one. I know sometimes when you see traditional, you're like, oh, this is gonna be boring. Boring is good. It is where we grow. It is where we change. It is where we fail and get stronger. So thank you for being here. Don't skip these workouts when they come up. I'm telling you, this is going to be so good for you. It is that stepping stone to take you to the next level in all of your other workouts out in life. And we are making the most of it in a short amount of time. There is nothing better. So thank you for being here with me to get strong. Don't forget, what are your muscles screaming? I love it. Thank you so much. I'll see you over at the abs finisher, and check out your arms right now. I love you.